Please tell me there aren't any more primetime games for a while for the Redskins, because we come in here and we do the show on 4 hours of sleep. It's brutal.
I'm very crispy right now.
How about this? They don't have another one on the schedule.
Thank you.
Is this terrible?
Thank you.
I'm going to just be honest, and my dentist might be listening, Dr. David Mora, the great David Mora. Okay, this guy's taken care of me for 10 years.
Melvin's cousin.
I'm going to call in and cancel today.
Good.
I'm just too tired.
All right, back on Fox
Can
5
you do the Big Fat Winners podcast for me today?
17 last night. Keep in mind, Dallas had one loss coming into this game. Colt McCoy stepped up his game in the second half.
We're not
led the
on
offense
yet.
down the field, some clutch plays. That pass to Jordan Reed set up a 40-yard field goal for Kai Forbath. Good. Much props to the defense and to Colt McCoy.
I've prepared.
Yeah, Valdez is killing us.
He jumped the gun.
8:02.
Andy ruined my story about the dentist.
We were told we were coming on at 8:04.
Yeah.
But
by the
who
way,
knows?
I didn't tell you I got in a car accident yesterday.
You did?
What?
Wasn't my fault.
Oh, I get
Wasn't my
sized.
By the way, that's a
Why do you
quick
get
slip.
sized?
That's quite a quick slip in there. Oh, by the way, I got a car accident.
Well, we're not going to get
Junkies
to
at
it.
106.7 FM. The Fan. Hey, guys. What? Are you guys in a good mood this morning?
We
Laughing,
are.
joking? What is going
a
on?
Triumphant
This guy
Tuesday
is-
on the Fan.
I'll be
And
honest with you. Hold on. Let me just say, I'll be honest with your viewers. I actually didn't have faith. I am a lifelong Washingtonian, lifelong Redskins fan, but I didn't think we'd win that game. I've actually bet $100 against the Redskins. It was the best $100, Steve, I've ever spent.
It was not the
All
best
right,
$100.
At least you got something out
Yeah,
of
but
it.
Cakes didn't care.
If
He
that's the
lost 100.
case, I hope you got 1,000 left for the rest of the season.
I don't know.
You should keep betting, EB. You can't stop now.
I guess 100 a week. That's what it's got to be.
I think so.
But you know
Gotta
what,
do
Steve? People are going to start looking at the schedule, and at least for the next couple of weeks, they play inferior opponents. They play the Minnesota Vikings next, and then they have the bye week, and then they have Tampa. So people are starting to peek at that schedule and say, well, maybe we can get back in the mix.
By the way, I think that's ludicrous to start looking forward to the schedule and saying you're playing inferior teams. And we're talking about a Redskins team that's 3-5 on the season.
I mean, Minnesota's got the identical record.
You can't chalk up anything on the schedule
true.
as a gimme or a guarantee at this point. But a nice win for the Redskins. That they snapped that 8-game NFC East losing streak that had been hanging over their heads for so long.
Right.
Go on the
And
road.
Cakes, look what the
Colt
Dallas
McCoy.
fans did. Look what the Dallas fans did. They could have looked at Washington the same way that Washington can look at Minnesota, or the same way that Washington could look at Tampa.
You're right, but we talked about this earlier. One of the big differences in what the Redskins have been able to do the last 2 weeks is Colt McCoy, quarterback, is taking care of the ball. He did have one interception, but by and large, the guy is completing a very high percentage of his passes, completed 14 of his last 15 balls, 83% completions throughout the game. He's taken care of the ball in 2 games. They've been in it, and they've gotten 2 wins.
Well, and also
I might give this one to the defense, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve, the defense was great.
Right.
I mean, they dialed up that pressure, got to him 5 times, hit him a bunch of times, knocked him out for basically a quarter.
They had him off balance.
And no one thought they were going to stop DeMarco Murray, and he went for $140. But they certainly didn't think that they would hold Romo to 210 yards passing, whatever it was. And they really did a great job on Des Bryant.
And it shows, too, with Colt McCoy, a guy who came into the league, a lot of hype out of Texas, on a bad team with Cleveland early in his career, didn't have a lot of weapons. He gets an opportunity to play, shows that, hey, he's not a world beater, but he's a guy that in a big spot, can win a game for an NFL team, and that's big for his confidence going forward.
Steve, it was a total team effort. You had offense, defense, even special teams contributing, and when was the last time we could say that? Look, wins have been few and far between around here the last few years. That's the recipe. That's the formula for success.
I hear you, man. Got to cherish this one, and EB will get you a financial advisor, try to help you out for the
I'm
rest of the
going to
season.
need one, brother.
Or a loan,
right.
one of the two. Something.
Thanks for helping out, though, to get that win. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, no problem.
You got it. It's the Junkies 106.7 FM. The Fan.
I really only need a couple $100, right? I mean,
You know what?
Really gonna win
To me,
6 or 7 more. Come on.
To me, that
it's
hundo
crazy.
was easy come, easy go. Got lucky with it with the Pats. I shipped it right back to Valdez for the loss last night.
I still am trying to recruit you over to the Burgundy and Gold Nation. I still think we can adopt you. You've clung to your Oakland Raider roots.
Look, heart wants what the heart wants. EB.
I know.
This heart
I know.
wants, for whatever reason,
I know, I hear you.
it wants the silver and black.
He gets sized for Derek Carr.
Love Derek Carr. Love Khalil Mack.
Do you
All
even
those guys.
do you even watch them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I
I don't have Sunday
He's
tickets.
just sort of stubborn.
Yeah.
He's
I
in
watch
a
the
Well, I mean, do you
Redskins.
watch them on Red Zone or anything? Do you watch any of the highlights?
Not really.
I don't have Sunday ticket. I don't have Red Zone.
You don't have to have the Sunday ticket
don't
to
have to
have
have
the
that.
red
Oh,
zone.
maybe I have Red
I
Zone. Maybe I'll have to check it out.
I don't have Sunday ticket.
I thought you had to have Sunday ticket for that.
Yeah, that's
You know
dunce cap
dunce cap.
Hold on, that is not dunce cap.
Okay,
That's
that
just
is.
general cluelessness.
Right. Well, that's why I dunce cap.
Right.
Really?
I don't know.
Isn't that
I don't
what the
care.
dunce
cap-
Let's go
I think that's
to neutral
borderline.
arbitrator Dave Reisek, a photographer from Fox 5. Dave, is that dunce cap worthy? Yes or no?
He's laughing.
It is.
Oh, all
There you
right.
go.
Ship it over here.
Yeah,
I'll
ship
wear
him the
it.
cap. There
I'll
you
wear
go.
it.
Well, by the
have-
way, we had two. Where's the other one?
Not sure.
The
I
one
don't
you
know.
wore yesterday.
I almost wore it in the hallway to the bathroom. I was embarrassed.
What system do you have?
Yeah.
The rise
You mean-
in FiOS.
You
Red
have red
provider?
zone. Yes.
Yeah.
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 I'd like to get an endorsement too, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Of course you do. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. All right, so Cakes, go to watchthejunkies.com. You can see Cakes proudly wearing the dunce cap.
At least it covers up my patchy hair that I haven't gotten cut in like 3 weeks.
No, but I am, Jason. I want to hear about your car accident,
Yeah.
okay? Because that was a bombshell.
Not
But,
really.
but I am calling my. I don't even
It's
know
not
what
like
time.
the car's totaled.
I don't even know what time my dentist gets in, but he's probably driving in. I'm gonna call their beautiful secretary and say, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
make up like my dog ate my homework. I'm gonna say,
Right.
I stayed up too late watching that stupid game. If I drive to Frederick, I'm liable to die.
What's on the docket today for your teeth? It's not going to happen. It's looking like
It's just general. Fill a few cavities.
general upkeep.
Just general. You got a few cavities. Just keep coming back every 3-4 months because we can't do it all at one time. And
Right.
and he tells me not to drink the soda.
Yeah. Well,
And what do I do?
You do. You'd love it.
pass the sugar. That's what you're doing.
By
Pass
the way,
sugar.
It was just a small thing yesterday, but I like the fact that they went to Silas Red for a change of pace.
Right.
We talked about it pregame with Alfred Morris struggling, and yesterday was arguably his best game of the season, averaging 4.1 yards per carry and getting to 73 yards
I
on
don't
the
think
18
so.
carries.
He was better in the first game, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he went for 90, but I thought that he was effective yesterday. I thought it was nice to see Silas Red in there. Now, he almost fumbled on his first carry. That wasn't great, but he definitely does a great backflip.
Does a
Lurch.
silly
That was
backflip.
incredible.
You can go to the Junkies Facebook page. I'm looking at the picture again. I mean, if you have a fail on that, you crack your skull.
Well, yeah, obviously he's very
He's probably
comfortable
done it a
doing it.
million times.
I mean, he is so high up in the air, it's crazy.
I also love it every time Roy Halou touches the football. I got to tell you, I am huge for Halou. Didn't we have? Wasn't there a T-shirt for
Hello for Halou.
We've had
Hello
so
for
many.
Halou.
You had me at
I'm
Halou.
huge for Halou.
No, it's you had me at Halou would be the
Yeah.
go-to.
Right.
We've had so many T-shirt ideas that have never, ever seen the light of day.
No, I think you had me at Halou. I think I've seen that in some local shops.
you probably have.
Yeah. All right, let's bang out some of these calls. I, for one, I truly believe it's a total crapshoot this week, but I, for one, have never been this excited about a 3-5 team. I've never been this
God,
excited.
from week to week, I can't tell where you're going.
But I'm not long term. I'm not bullish long term. I'm just happy today. And I didn't think I would have this emotion.
You won't play happy about that.
Everybody
Jason,
knew.
Jason,
play,
hold on.
play it, play happy
Jason,
song, happy.
I don't care what you say. Look, I'm a Nats fan. With all the locals, you know me, I'm just in. I'm a sucker. I'm in for the local teams. None of them move me and affect me the way the Washington Redskins do.
No,
None of
that's-
them.
Look, everyone knows that.
And I don't
Everyone in
think-
D.C. knows that.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm the only guy. I think this is. I think I speak for the general fan population. The
'Cause it's
Redskins
football.
move the needle and affect your emotions. The NFL does more than any other sport. Look,
Absolutely.
you have diehard seam heads that resent the Redskins, but for the most part, for the masses, the Redskins move the needle like nothing else. It's insane.
Let's go to the phones. Who's up?
All right, let's go to Mo, my man Mo, Largo. What's up, buddy?
Good morning, fellas. Good
Morning, Mo.
How are you, my friend?
Pretty good, pretty good. I just want to touch on a couple points. For one, I mean, it was incredible to see that level of output from all of our drafted personnel. I can't remember a game where we got so much contribution from different areas from homegrown talent, you know, from the secondary to the linebacking core to the running backs. I mean, it was a good showing. I also wanted to say that I really felt like Dallas was cooked when Jerry Jones hit the sideline. To be honest with you,
Can you imagine dealing with that?
I was yelling at people like, y'all done. Y'all done. I mean, just for some reason, when he hits the sideline, it's just not a good look for them.
It's
you're
not.
the owner, dude. Just stay up in the box.
No, have some restraint. I
No,
mean,
but here's the thing. He's involved in every personnel. He doesn't shy away from it. On some level, I respect him for it. He named himself general manager, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have the title of general manager?
And Garrett's probably
he
used to
calls
it.
all the shots.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say, honestly, I was fortunate enough to have spent about 4.5 to about 5 hours with Colt McCoy earlier, before the season started, and I really got to, talk to him.
You played golf with him, didn't you? You played golf, I bet.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and the confidence is absolutely there. I mean, to be honest, guys, he's been waiting for this opportunity. I mean, when he was in Cleveland, he won some pretty notable games against some formidable opponents without any, help, to be honest, because, you think about it, Cleveland, who played for Cleveland? He's in a situation where he's got legitimate talent around him, and I'm really not surprised to see him play on this level, but I'm very surprised to see
His top receiver in 2011 with Cleveland was Greg Little. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Thank you, Mo.
Hey,
Thank you,
Peyton
buddy.
Hillis. Don't sleep. He had a 1,000-yard whitey running the ball.
Peyton Hillis.
At the time, he wasn't.
You can
No.
have your doubts about Colt McCoy and his long-term outlook as a pro quarterback, but I know for one, I underestimated. I did see some of it in the preseason, but it was reminded again yesterday. This guy's a great athlete. He's a very, very good athlete. So, I don't know what his long-term projection is as a quarterback, but he is a great athlete, and he capitalized, and he came up big in a big situation. And a guy that played in, let's be honest, this guy was a star in college.
Yep.
Much like Kirk Cousins,
Where did he
but
finish in
even
the
on
Heisman?
a bigger level.
Where did he finish in the Heisman voting? It was up there, wasn't it?
Got to be.
Look it up.
Was he at the presentation once or twice? Was he there?
I thought he was. I thought he finished like second or third. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you're probably right.
Guy completed 14 of his last 15 passes. That's impressive.
Yeah. Let's go. And Cakes is right, too. All of us that are parents that have enjoyed watching our kids play, a fairly competitive level. Can you imagine that next level, like 10 levels higher, watching your son try to compete and fight for his professional life on Monday Night Football?
And to do it in Texas, where he grew up. It's amazing.
You could just
Nothing
sympathize.
against my kids. I can't really imagine on that level.
Well, that's the point. You can't. We get all worked up in our own kids' little games and their little levels that they're at now, and it's exciting and fun. But imagine that level, the greatest stage of all, Monday Night Football. Man, you know what it is. It's exhilarating and it's agonizing at the exact same time. Let's go to Brian in Rockville. Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, fellas. How y'all doing?
What's up,
Doing
Brian?
great.
I'm not sure if you guys got many of your fingernails left this morning. I know mine are looking kind of sparse because it was a nail biter there for a little bit.
Right.
Wanted to just commend Alfred Morris on finally getting some good running going. I think he was kind of long overdue for that touchdown. And Trent Murphy, how about it? He filled in pretty good for Rakpo, not being in there anymore. Really proud of him. He was getting after it. Almost had a Kerrigan moment, getting his hands on that ball. Almost came away with another pick there. So good team effort, and looking forward to seeing some continuity. Hopefully we can get something going against the Vikings just as well.
By the way, Colt McCoy, two-time Heisman finalist.
Thank you,
Finished
Brian.
second to Sam Bradford in 2008, ahead of Tim Tebow. And then in 2009, he finished in third. Mark Ingram won the Heisman. Toby
Twice.
Gerhart second.
Yeah, this guy was
Great college
We
player.
all know that this guy was big time in college. He's used to the big stage. That's why, I'd be honest with you, Jason, I was always a little bit surprised when, not to say that the moment got to Kirk, but when that Kirk didn't necessarily handle adversity as well as I thought he would, having played on such a big stage in college. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I know we've had plenty of college football
hard, though.
players.
He's got a
Hard.
fatal turnover gene.
I know, but when you play in front of 100,000 fans, on a fairly regular basis, you would think you'd be used to that. And,
Yeah.
And maybe it has nothing to do with it. Maybe
hold
it's
on a
just
second.
the level
Hold
of
on a second.
competition.
You're making me defensive again.
Yeah.
Okay. Colt McCoy's played just as bad as Kirk Cousins has in his career.
Absolutely.
Now, he looked really good last night, but
Absolutely.
go back to the Cleveland days, he had days like that.
Yeah, for sure. But, you
In
shouldn't
fact,
be
his numbers
surprised.
are very similar.
Yeah.
They are. They're very
to
similar.
Kirk's.
But you shouldn't be surprised, though, when a big-time quarterback who's done it in college does it at that next level. We shouldn't be surprised because he's done it before.
You know what jumps out
And
at
I
me?
wasn't surprised when Cousins played well against Philadelphia.
And Jacksonville.
in Jacksonville.
His first game and a half were stellar, too.
He
just like
threw for
Colts.
700 yards in his first 2 games.
But I'm saying I was surprised. I didn't expect Colt McCoy to play that well. We shouldn't be in hindsight, but I was.
Colt McCoy was a better college player, no doubt.
Yeah.
In college, this is what jumps out at me. He completed 70% of his passes. And right now, his completion percentage, it's absurd. He's completed 36 out of 42. Do the math on that. It was 83% last night, so it's probably high 80s, 86, 87%. 112 touchdowns with 45 picks. I mean, his collegiate numbers were absurd.
Yeah, let's go to.
Well, he's also playing Rice in some of those games in
You're right.
college.
All right, Valdez again is in my ear. Let's go to Q, Junior, Mike, JD. Let me see. It looks like every line. There's one line open for you. Couple lines there. They don't have the names up yet. There's one line open if you want to chime in. Cakes, you know the Q. Want to hear that music? Redskins fans, we get a day to enjoy this.
You have 24 hours to bask in it.
Even those of us that didn't think it could happen. It's amazing how it moves you the day after a win. Don't go anywhere.
Clap along if you feel